Hey there you guys, welcome back. Welcome to my grow space. I told you that I was going to do an update video. Excuse me. Told you I was going to do an update video after I brought everything all in. Everything is in the house that's going to be in the house. As you can see, well, I don't know, it's kind of bright. You might not be able to see it very much. It's washed out. But this is very, very, very full back here. It's like a tropical jungle. Everything is adjusting as well as expected. Things are getting a few yellow leaves, but coming from full sun to not as much full sun. Also the shock of some things getting dug up and completely disturbed. Some of them came in with very little roots because I know that they'll regenerate. Those ones are really, really showing signs of stress, but once their roots start to develop, they will bounce back and look wonderful in no time. So this is the basement, obviously. So the temperature will be kind of regulated. It's probably going to be pretty steady between 16 degrees Celsius and 20 degrees Celsius. It stays a little bit cooler than the main part of the house because heat rises, and it's also a concrete floor, so it will stay cooler. Which that will help me in the instance of some of my larger tropicals. Excuse me, it's early morning. I'm still in sort of jammy material, so I'm very comfy today. It's a comfy, cozy day. It's been really, really busy at work, so I don't wanna really stress out and do anything I don't want to do. And today I feel like it's a jammy day. Everybody should have those. I might even go out to the store in my PJs. I don't know. Maybe I'll wear my fantastic Cookie Monster pajamas. Love those. Maybe even onesies. Not sure. I do have them. Love them. And you never know. So yeah, the cooler temperatures on the pot level will cause the soil to obviously to be a little bit cooler, which will cause the plant to grow a little bit slower. Things like the bananas, if they're at 20 degrees and Celsius with good light and good amounts of water, they would just do very, very well. But they should slow right down because of the concrete floor, which is a bonus because I don't want this stuff getting out of control. Same with the Thailand giant behind me. I don't know whether you can see the big leaf here. Yeah, you can. I don't need it getting out of control. And also, if it gets out of control, it gets harder to deal with pests like spider mites is a big one for the elephant ear varieties. Spider mites is always a problem for those, I find, when I bring them inside. Things like hibiscus, whitefly becomes a problem. I've also noticed some whitefly in the grow space, and the butterworts, the carnivorous plants, are doing a really, really good job at controlling that so far. So I'll keep monitoring it. Today I'm going to put up some sticky strips, so I'll bring you along with that when I do that as well. That's how you can kind of control it. It's not going to get rid of the problem, but it will control it if you don't want to use chemicals. And even still, when you're dealing with flying insects, it's really hard to catch everything, right? So control is the best method. So I'm just going to bring you in and give you a little bit of a tour on what's going on over here. And yeah, welcome to my grow space. Don't mind the mess. I'm still trying to organize things and put things where they're supposed to be. I've got a table over here. I had anticipated on the table being a place I could sit at and make videos and do some potting and some just fun little projects. But it appears that this space is so full, I can't water the stuff at the back side because plants are everywhere. It just threw up plants, which isn't a bad thing because over winter, what are you going to do, right? You can't be out in the garden, so you might as well bring the garden inside. So anyway, come on in, we'll show you, we'll check it out, and you will be very happy. I ended up keeping the hibiscus. I chopped it right down to the ground, right down to the nubs, but at least we're keeping it, right? So anyway, come on. Okay, so first here's the plumeria, the one that we removed the leaves from. As you can see, it's dropped its petioles all the little stems, and they are down here on the floor now. So I will have to come back here with a broom and start sweeping them up. It will lose more of them, but I just let them do that naturally, and they don't bleed all over the place, that white sap. Okay, I bought a fantastic deal, a large bale of soil, all-purpose soil. This is one of the red bananas, Enset bananas. This one my neighbor was growing. He took some of the babies that I was growing from the propagation, and his did wonderful. Look at the beautiful color in that leaf. So Rick, if you're watching this, this is your banana. It's looking really, really nice. Still alive, looking fantastic. This is the table that will go away, I think, unless I can manage to find a home for it where I can still work and do what I do. These are some of the bulbs that we dug out. I'm still waiting for them to wither up so I can chop them back. They're still looking good. A little too good if you ask me. I want to put them in a paper bag and chop them all up, but that time will come. Got some agaves on the table. This is the spider plant that was in the bathroom. It got too top heavy and fell off the edge of the tub and smashed, and I'm left with this. I need to spend some time to repot that. I'm a little embarrassed. That was about a month ago. And it's still sitting there. Embarrassing. We can't do everything, right? Especially when you're busy. So, more agaves. There's the jacarandas. Mixed succulents right there on the table. What is this? Oh my goodness. This got leaf damage somehow, and now it's growing roots from the leaves. I don't know whether you can see that. See the roots there? That's very cool. These succulent plants are absolutely amazing. Okay, so in the grow space I have shop lights. These shop lights contain 4 bulbs each. I do a mix between a cool white and a warm white light. So I've got 4 bulbs in here, so I have 2 warm white, 2 cool white. You will get the cool white by having a higher Kelvin number. I think that the blue ones are more like 6,500 Kelvin, and the more yellowy ones, or orangey ones, are, I think they're about 3,500 Kelvin. I can't quite be sure. And these are 4 of them. Each one is 32 watts, I do believe. So here is the dwarf banana, looking really, really nice. It's coming along fantastic. I didn't really disturb the roots, so it's looking fine. Here is a plumeria, as you can see. Thailand giant is shading the world, and I do believe it has a new leaf that's starting. This is my Enset banana that I dug out from the pot. As you can remember, it had 0 roots, and it's now showing signs of having 0 roots. But we'll just trim those off, and we'll be good to go again. Back under here, we've got some amaryllis, some agave. What else is back there? I can't reach back there. That's the Alocasia macrorrhiza, way back at the back. Beautiful elephant ear. Here is the hibiscus. Told you I cut it right back. I don't think it likes me very much right now, but whatever. More amaryllis. Here is the Asian pitcher plant, looking really, really good. What did Nepenthes? Oh, ventricosa, is that what people are saying? I can't quite remember. I'll have to look at the comments again. And here is a baby Alocasia macrorrhiza that I took in for my neighbor. They don't have the space to look after these things, and we didn't want them to die over winter, so I took some babies. They get big, so that's all we need to start fresh next year. This is the Amorphophallus konjac, looking fantastic. The center one has died. It fell out. I told you I was going to make a video when we removed it, but it removed itself. So I thought, that'll be a boring video. So anyway, I'm just going to stop watering it. I haven't watered it since I brought it in. I'm going to let these things go dormant, and then we'll dig it up and see what the bulb looks like. Here is a type of asparagus fern. This is a foxtail fern. It's not even a fern at all. It's well, the same family as asparagus. They produce little white flowers and then these little red berries. Oop. Little red berries, and I've got a begonia in here. You've seen this pot out on the table outside. So one thing that we don't usually see is what's growing under my grow lights, my actual grow lights. I've got the fern. You probably remember this one from a video we, what did we do? We cut it in half and propagated it and did whatever. It's looking wonderful. The other one I ended up throwing away. It stopped looking nice. I had it up in the bathroom. It really didn't like it in the bathroom. I guess not enough light. Funny thing is, ferns do enjoy moderate sunlight. We got different types of Stapelia. This is a lifesaver plant. Really, really cool. Got a variety of Oncidium that's in spike. I don't know whether you can see it. It's got a really fine spike. It's really pretty. It has to be a type of a dwarf Oncidium. It looks like it's gone through some dry periods. I don't know whether you can see that, but it started to accordion. But all in all, it's looking pretty good. I got 2 flower spikes. This one again, I purchased with no flowers, so it's all just a guess. Ooh, these Drosera capensis are looking really, really good. They've got their trap leaves and they're looking fantastic. We'll need them because with all the plants that are growing in here, there's going to be a lot of fungus gnat, and now that there's some white fly, there's going to be white fly action. So hopefully it will trap some stuff. We've got one of the sundews. It's doing really, really well. Ping. We've got the Masdevallia orchids here. Here is a tray of Plumeria seedlings. They are looking fantastic, except for I'm getting a little bit of flecking in some of the leaves. It's not going to focus. This one here shows it much better. Flecking in the leaves. I think this is from whitefly. Got a variety of orchids here. I think this is Epidendrum. It's EPY is the first part of it, so whatever that stands for. It's got a beautiful flower. I hope to see a flower spike in the next year or two, and I'll show you what that looks like. I've got more orchids in the back. That's a Paphiopedilum and a Miltonia. Fireflash chlorophytum. We've got a type of Alocasia. I think this one's called Polly. We've got a jewel orchid, and the vanilla back behind here is doing really, really well. Here is a giant Stapelia. This is the carrion flower. It's got a really, really huge flower. I think the flowers will be 10 to 12 inches across when they bloom, and they smell like poop. So I'm looking forward to that one blooming. Down on the second shelf, you've seen a lot of these things in other videos. This is the mass planting of the Phalaenopsis, the mini Phalaenopsis. We've got the Zygopedilums here. One of them is in spike. Here's the spike of the Zygopedilum. I've got this really cool Carrii Hoya. I really like that. In Canada, it's hard to find different varieties of Hoya. There is another, that's my main plant, the butterwort. It's the main plant. And if I come in close, you could probably see some white flies, white flecking on the leaves. It's doing a good job at catching things. We got some Oncidium orchid back there. I think, and I'll have another video on this, but I think this Paphiopedilum is putting out a flower spike. This new leaf here is fatter. Yeah, I think it's a flower spike, but I'll have updates on that. And so yeah, this is my growth space. Sorry for the really long video, but there's a lot to show in very little time.
such an unfinished space, but if it's going to get a little bit damp down here, you might as well have it unfinished, right? So anyway, guys, happy growing, and if you see anything in here that you want to know a little bit more about, just let me know. I hope I'll be able to find the one that you're talking about, and we can go into it in more depth. Oh, here is Stipelia. This one is called the starfish flower. I've posted some pictures of this on my blog. It looks so cool. I love them. Really cool little flowers. Why doesn't my camera like to focus? Sheesh. Anyway, next video will be on whitefly control, so stay tuned for that. Happy growing, everyone.